Hare Krishna International Society for Krishna Consciousness welcomes all the wonderful devotees, friends, for this most wonderful Pursuit of Happiness 3 session course, second day. So, welcome. The course is based on the statement by Srila Prabhupada that we want to give the people of this world that kind of happiness which is ever increasing, and it has got no interruption. Yesterday, we saw that we are all want that kind of happiness which is ever increasing and it's uninterrupted. And we can achieve it when we understand our real identity. That is, we are soul, we are not the body, soul. So today we will take off from this platform and will try to understand the source of happiness. Once there was an atheist and he was from Germany. This is a real life incident, it's a true story. This atheist somehow could understand that people in East, people in India, they believe in God. They believe in existence of God. They devote their whole life, surrender to God. So he said, okay, let me find out if there is God, who is God. So he came to India and he started observing people of India. He went to the different temples. There are millions and millions of temples in India. He saw the temple of Lord Shiva, he saw the temple of Lord Ganesh, he saw the temple of Durga, he saw the temple of Lord Hanuman, he saw the temple of Ram, Sita, Lakshman, and he saw the temple of Vishnu, he saw the temple of Krishna, and many more temples. He was amazed, flabbergasted. He was wondering, agreed, if there is God, who must be God? That was the second question. Now he made thorough research and he came to a conclusion, and he was satisfied there is God, and he came to the conclusion who is God, and he was about to take his flight back to Germany. An Indian gentleman, a reporter, visited him and he said, hey, my dear gentleman from German, you came here to understand whether God exists. So what is your conclusion? He said, yes, I am convinced now that God exists. Then he asked, who is God? And immediately, without waiting for a second thought, with full confidence and conviction, he said, there is God, and the God is Lord Sri Krishna. The reporter asked, you are from Germany, you don't know who is Krishna. How do you say Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He said, I observed all the temples. Lord Shiva is having a trishul, is having a weapon with three pointed spokes. Durga is having a spear. Hanuman is having a gada. Ganesha is having spear and sword in his hand. Kartika is having sword and many more things. Durga in his many hands is having many weapons. Everybody is working hard to make things control. But when I went to Krishna, he was standing with the flute in his two hands and the flute going towards his right, and he was smiling, and he had his concert, and the concert's name is Radha, and he was smiling. I could immediately come to a conclusion, if there is a boss, boss is one who is always enjoying and he is the supreme enjoyer, and I found that quality in Krishna, and rest everybody is working hard to please Krishna. So Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. With this, the gentleman in German is gave his conclusion. With a small introduction, we will take forward the, the topic of today's source of happiness. If that is, who is the source of happiness? If there is a source of happiness, what is its name? So, to understand the subject matter very easily and to assimilate the subject matter, the presentation will be in three phases. Phase one, source of happiness. Phase two, definition of source of happiness. And phase three, what is the senses required to experience the source of happiness. So, welcome to phase one, that is called as source of happiness. Dear friends, devotees, many years ago, when India was under the rule of the Britishers, all the British schools were run by the Britishers, and the children were told to learn under the English teachers. Many of them were very compassionate and very lenient towards the Indian children. It so happened that in one of the school, in one of the class, one of the teacher happened to be very strict, and he was really an atheist. And he, time and again, he used to put the children under a very uncomfortable situation and make them feel really disgusted that they believe in gods. How can one believe in God? And how can one say that one is civilized and believe in God? One day he crossed his limits. He said, "Hey, you can see the blackboard?" Children said, "Yes." "That's because the blackboard exists." "You can see the wall behind the blackboard?" "Yes." "That is because the wall exists." "Can you see the windows?" He said, "Yes, because the window exists." "Can you see the tree outside the window?" Children said, "Yes, because the tree exists." "Can you see the sun above the tree shining?" "Yes, because the sun exists, you can see the sun." And he named a student who was not present. "Can you see Ganesh?" So children said, "No, that is because Ganesh is not existing. We cannot see him." So he asked the next question, "Can you see the God? Can you see God?" Children were very much shocked because they knew, if we say no, then he will say that is because God is not seen because he does not exist. But at the same time, he was forcing them. They were really kind of in a dilemma, what to do, what not to do. He said, shouted, answer my question. Can you see Ganesh? The student Ganesh, no. That is because he is not existing here. That's why you cannot see him. Can you see God? Oh, the children. He shouted and he said, answer. They said, no, sir, we cannot see God. That means God does not exist. And you're smiling from, you know, nose to ears. You are smiling. And he was making the students feel very disgusted and making them feel very low. And the students, in the heart of the heart, were praying, how can we answer? Tell that there is God. So one intelligent boy stood up. My dear honorable sir, if you permit, I would like to ask the questions to the students in your class with your permission. The sir said yes, because he was so happy. He said he got the point. God does not exist very logically, very scientifically, and in a very superb presentation. Wow, he was happy. He said, ask who can now defeat me. So he asked the children the same question. Can you see the blackboard? Children said, yes. Can you see the wall behind the blackboard? He said, yes. Can you see the window? Yes. Can you see the tree behind the window? Yes. Can you see the tree behind the window? Yes. Can you see the sun up the can you see Ganesh? No. Can you see the professor? Yes. Can you see the brain, intelligence of professor? Then the students were quiet and they were giggling inside and they were happy. There were no bond of their happiness and they were chickling. And the professor could understand he's in a trap and he was feeling so ashamed. He was feeling, let the sky take me up or the land crack and get vanished. Nothing was happening. And these intelligent boys saying, can you see the intelligence in the professor's professor? Then the children loudly, with a lot of laughter in control, said, no, that means the professor is not having intelligence. According to the professor's theory, if you can see something, it exists. And if you cannot see something, then it does not exist. That means professor is not having intelligence. He was ashamed. The professor was ashamed and he was clearly taken back. And now the intelligent student answered, my dear honorable professor, teacher, sir, the point is, it is there are things which exist which we cannot see. Just because we are not able to see doesn't mean things does not exist. For example, oxygen. We cannot see, but we are breathing in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So oxygen does exist. There are many things we cannot see. The fan is rotating because there is electric current, but we cannot see the electric current. But just because the fan is rotating, we can understand it is done because of electric current. So there are many things which we cannot see, but it cannot be assumed that it just because we don't see the things, it does not exist. Similarly, God exists, and to perceive God, we require intelligence. And my dear sir, I would like to tell you that intelligence is not that in you. The professor was really sweating and he was trembling, and the students were giggling and was happy. And this intelligent student was none other than a great saintly leader of India, and he is none other than Swami Vivekananda. So, in this way, the atheist was made to understand that there is God. Just because we are not able to perceive God or see God, it doesn't mean that there is no God. Similarly, in Italy, Rome, there was a famous barber having the best saloon in Italy, and the father from the biggest church came to the saloon. The barber was shaving, cutting the air, and the father was engrossed in uh, studying Bible and taking the essence and was really relishing it, the glories of God. He was not wasting a single minute as a student prepares for the final exam, a serious student. So he was also seriously preparing, engrossed in the study of Bible. The barber, in a lighter mode, asked, "My dear father, you know, I don't believe in the existence of God. And for this father who has dedicated his life completely to serve the Supreme Personality of God head, it was a shock. He was taken aback. But he controlled his emotions and he asked the barber, "Why is that so?" The Baba said, "My dear father, you say that God is source of everything and is a source of happiness. If God is the source of happiness, why there is so much unhappiness, misery, and problems and difficulties, chaos? People are not having clothes to wear, food to eat. So much chaos, problems, unhappiness. And you say God is the source of happiness and He exists. So I don't believe in your God. I don't believe there is God. Even if He's there, God is there, I understand that He is now not powerful. Even if He's there, I don't understand He is very, generous. If He was generous, powerful, and was existing, He should sort out all the problems. Nobody should be miserable. How can you say He's the source of happiness when so many people are suffering? The Father could understand. He has got solid evidence to prove that God is not existing. The Father was praying in the heart of the heart. How can I change this atheist into theist? What kind of evidence should I give so that his evidence will be diluted? He will be convinced that God exists. So he did not understand. He kept mum. The barber was feeling, wow, he has literally proved that God does not exist. And when the whole thing was done, the father smiled and gave the money. But in the heart of the heart, he was praying, "My dear God, please give me the strength that I can prove to this atheist that God exists and convert this atheist into theist." When came out of the saloon, he saw there was a young boy standing. Maybe he's a teenager. He had long hairs, long mustache, and long beard. And immediately he felt God has answered my prayers. And he said, "Wow." And he said, "My dear young man, do me a favor, come with me inside." The young man said, "Okay, as it is, I'm standing here. I have time." He said, "Okay, my dear father." And as soon as he re entered to the saloon, the barber shop. In the middle of the barber shop, he stood with the young gentleman, the teenager, and he said, "My dear saloon owner, the barber, I declare that in Italy, in Rome, there is no saloon, no barber. This is with conviction I am saying." And he told this with a lot of confidence and in a very loud voice. Everybody was amazed. What happened to this father? How come he's speaking like this, standing in a saloon, standing in a barber shop in front of the barber? He's saying that there is no barber, there is no saloon in Italy, Rome. The barber was smiling and he answered, "Hey, what are you speaking? What are you speaking? You are in the saloon, I am the barber, and people here have come to the saloon for hair cutting. And how can you say there is no barber?" Then the father spoke. "If there is a barber, if there is a saloon, why is this young man having a long mustache, a long beard, and long hair?" Ha! The barber said, "Ha! It's his mistake. Had he come to the barber shop, we would have chopped his mooch and his beard and his hair and made him like a monk. He did not come. That's why he's having long. It's not that there are no barbers. The point is he did not come to the barber. That's the point," the father said. "That's the point. The point is that God is there and He is the source of happiness. The point is that the people who are miserable are those who are not coming to the source of happiness, that is God. And that's why they are bereft with happiness, and that's why they are suffering, and that's why they are in a very miserable state." Got it? The barber smiled and with a sportsman's spirit he said, "Yes." And the father thanked the God, say that, wow, he answered his prayer, and this barber was an atheist, become a theist. Yes, my dear friends, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, devotees, yes, God does exist, and if there is, and He is the source of everything, and His source of happiness also. If people are miserable, it is because the people are not coming to the source of happiness, like the long mustache, beard, hair gentleman did not come to the barber. That's why he had. So the father concluded, and everybody in the salon clapped, and he bowed and thanked God, and he proved and converted the atheist into theist. Great scientist Isaac Newton, his friend came to meet him one morning to get a suggestion in one of his theses. How should he proceed and what steps he should take ahead? So when he entered Isaac Newton's drawing room, he found Isaac Newton was not sitting there, not there. And there was a wonderful, beautiful, big, a model of the solar system. Wow, the sun is rotating in its axis. Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, everything were rotating and revolving around sun, and the moon was revolving around Earth. Such a wonderful replica of the solar system. Wow, he was amazed, he was flabbergasted, he was totally taken away. Wow. And he was wondering, this is wonder of wonders, wonder of this world. And then he did not know that Isaac Newton had come and even greeted him good morning. Then when Isaac Newton pattered, hey, what, where are you? He said, oh, my dear friend, Isaac, good morning. And when did you come? He said, I was standing here for last 10 minutes. I saw that you are into the seeing of this replica. Yes, yes, yes. Was a beautiful thing. How did you make it? How long did it take it? And what ingredients did you use? What ingredients did I use it? How long it took me to do it? And how did all this happen? What are you speaking, my dear friend? This atheist friend said that, yes, Isaac, how did he do this? No, no, my dear friend, I did not do it. Come on, don't joke. Come on, Isaac, don't joke. No, my dear friend, I'm not here to joke with you, man. I'm serious. No, no. Come on, Isaac. And don't pull my legs. Why are you joking? No, my dear friend, no, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Hey, come on, Isaac. Tell me, how did it come? Isaac said, yesterday night I was having it. I was in my bedroom and I was in my uh, depth of my sleep. There was a big bang. And I rushed, where did the noise come from? I understood it's coming from the drawing room. Opened. The lights were on, and I saw to my amazement the replica of solar system. Come on, Isaac, it is nonsense. You don't think that I'm a fool. You're thinking that I'm crazy. And you think that I should accept your statements? Come on, don't pull my legs. This is nonsense, Isaac. Hey, my dear friend, I'm saying the truth. And why are you saying that I am joking here? I'm not here to fool you. Come on, Isaac. Then Isaac said, yes, my dear friend. I really said there was a bang and this replica of the solar system came into existence. And you are hell bent on saying this is nonsense. You are hell bent to say that this cannot happen. And you want me to believe that the real solar system has come with a big bang? What kind of nonsense is this? And you want me to believe this? And when I say there was a small bang and this solar system has come, you don't accept it? The atheist friend of Isaac Newton started thinking, yes, what my friend Isaac Newton is saying makes sense. Then Isaac said, to make this solar system, I was working day and night. It took almost a month, my dear friend. And after that, it came. To make this solar system so beautiful, so wonderful, and so amazing, it required an intelligent scientist. And to make the real solar system amazing and beautiful requires a bigger scientist. And that bigger scientist is none other than the greatest scientist is none other than God. Does that make sense? The atheist said yes. Then Isaac Newton went on to say, just understand this small room. To make this room bright, we require a bulb. So the whole planet Earth, there is a bulb called sun, and it has been bright. It has been making the whole planet bright for years, day after day, day after day, day after day. To put a bulb in this room, we understand we require a small electrician, and to put such a big bulb which will enlighten the whole of the world, we definitely understand require a bigger electrician, and that big electrician is none other than God. And when it is cold, we require heater, and this heater is put by an electrician. And similarly, when the when the temperature is warm, we understand there must be electrician who has put an heater. This whole of Europe, whole of America is the temperature is rising. And when it's cold, we put on the air condition. We understand that the air condition is put by an electrician. And when the temperature of whole of Europe goes down, we should understand who there must be an electrician. And this electrician is not a small electrician, is a big electrician, and that electrician is none other than God. Does that make sense? We go to the bathroom, we open the tap, water flows, to, and the shower starts functioning. And we understand that for the water to flow and to shower to work, there must be a plumber. And when it rains, the whole of Europe, the whole of London, there is water coming from the sky. Definitely, there must be a bigger shower, and to make that big shower, there must be a bigger plumber, and that is none other than God. Does that make sense? The atheist, for the first time, he could understand very nicely, logically, that yes, God does exist. And in this way, Isaac Newton turned his atheist friend into theist. My dear friends, girls and boys, ladies and girls, gentlemen, this is a real story of a great heart surgeon from Baroda, Dr. Mehta, very famous. Few years ago, around 15 to 20 years ago, very renowned to be successful in complicated cases, and he treated many patients. One small girl with a complicated heart problem came to him. The parents definitely bought. So he saw the whole report and said that I can operate. Chances are there 60% no and 40% yes. Do you agree? Parents definitely they had no hopes. They said yes, and they had to sign. Next day, when the girl was supposed to come to the uh, operation theater, she was in the stretcher, and Dr. Mehta was entering, and he was an atheist number one. And the girl said, Doctor, doctor, doctor. I said, yes, my dear girl, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. Don't worry. Doctor, I'm not worried. It's okay, it happens, it happens. No, I'm not in anxiety, doctor. Doctor, please tell me one thing. Everything will be okay, my dear girl, everything will be okay. Doctor, please listen. Everything will be okay, baby, beta. Doctor, I want to ask one thing. Are you going to cut my heart? Beta, everything will be okay. No, no. I just want to know. My mother says every night before I go to sleep that, yeah, pray to God, and God is in the region of the heart. I want to understand where is God? In which corner of heart is God? And what is the dress he's wearing? And how does he look? And what kind of helmet and what kind of posture he is sitting or standing? I just want to know that. Dr. Mehta, atheist number one, he was saying, oh, beti, beta, everything will be okay, I will take care. I want the answer, correct? Okay, guaranteed. Dr. Mehta, operation started, anesthesia, unconscious, patient, and the operation started. Dug, 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 dug. Dug, 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 dug. 3 hours passed. Operation is on. The blood is coming to the heart from the arteries. Tug, 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 tug. The flow of blood from the arteries stops. Stop it. Pack up. Gone. Patient is gone. Operation successful. Patient dead. Pack up. 3 hours. After almost 2 minutes, when everybody was, trying to pack up, the junior doctor gave a elbow push, like a shoulder push, tack, like in football we do. Tack, he gave a shoulder push. He said, what kind of nonsense this junior doctors today are into? They don't have discipline. And the junior doctor was indicating to the doctor Mehta with his eyes, look up, look up, look up. So he could see the monitor, the graph again started showing waves. To his amazement, never ever before in any operation where the graph, if it is a straight line, again started showing the waves. Then both of them, the junior doctor told, look in the heart. The artery again started flowing the blood into the heart. Dr. Mehta was amazed. This is impossible. Never ever happened. It is out of the world. What is this? Again, the heart started beating. Dug, 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 dug. Team, come on, start the operation. Another 2 hours gone. Dr. Mehta was amazed. Something unbelievable, something which never ever happened, has happened today. And operation successful, patient alive. And he happily came. In the night, he was not able to sleep. In the morning, he came to the canteen. He met his friend and friend said, hey, Dr. Mehta, good morning. Why today you look little upset? No, I'm not upset, but I am just thinking, what? Okay, what are you thinking? What answer should I give to this girl? She was asking, did you see God? Yeah, I was really wondering when the operation took place, the whole thing stopped. And when again the operation started, I was thinking, where is God? I saw the whole of art, but I could not see the God. Then the friend of Dr. Mehta said, tell this girl that yes, he saw God, but he could see God not sitting in the heart, but he could see God doing wonders. He said, what wonder? As you said, the artery stopped flowing blood. And once this happens, again, the flow of blood doesn't start. Once the indicator is flat, the waves again doesn't come. That is out of world, unbelieving, believable. That cannot be possible by any human. That which is not possible with human is can be done by something which is superhuman, and that is done by the superhuman, that is Superman, that is the real man, that is God. And he saw God. Just say that, yes, he saw God, and he say that he's smiling on you, and that will answer her question. Dr. Mehta, who is an atheist, become into a theist, and he went with a smile to the girl and he said, I saw God, and the God, he said, he's very, very beautiful and he's smiling at you. Girl was pleased and he thanked Dr. Mehta, and Dr. Mehta, from the heart of the heart, he thanked the girl for making him from atheist to theist. Yes, my dear friends, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, yes, God does exist. And he, to understand this God, we require little intelligence. That's what Vivekananda said. And God does exist. Now we will come to phase two to understand who is God, what is the definition of God, and if there is someone that's called God, what is his attributes. So it is answered in the Vedic scripture, there is God, and if there is God, God is one person who is having six wonderful qualities, six wonderful opulences: health, Aishwaryasa, Samagrayasa, Viryasa, Yasha, Shri, Gyan, Vairagyastikam, Sadabhaga, iti Ingam. One should have the six opulences completely, all time, all place, all situation: wealth, strength, knowledge, fame, Aishwaryasa, Samagrayasa, Virasya, Yasha, Shri, beauty, and also the sixth quality, he should be a renunciant. Six qualities completely for all time, all place, and all circumstances. Wealth. In our day-to-day life, we see people are becoming rich, and we see people are becoming poor. We are not seeing someone who is always rich. But God, by definition, is one who has got so much wealth that because of his wealth, everybody is attracted. So, God, by definition, is one who attracts everybody. And in Sanskrit, a person who attracts everyone is called as Krishna, Akarshan, one who attracts everybody. So there are six opulences which attract. We are attracted by wealth. We are attracted by wealthy people. We say, wow, he has got so much wealth. Let me go be with him. He will give me some money. We are attracted by strength. And we get attracted by strength and we say, let us be with him. He will help us. If there is some problem, we can say, look, my friend has got so much strength. And we are attracted by fame, famous people. Ronaldo, what is that? Cristiano, and all that names are there. We say, wow, Pele is my friend, and uh, Amitabh Bachchan is my friend, and we say that, wow, famous people are with me, and so that, people will, appreciate me. People get attracted to famous people and beautiful people. Everybody wants, wow, yeah, at least once in a lifetime, let me have a good look of this beautiful person. Maybe I may not see such a beautiful person again. I will look and look and look and take a photograph, and so that this photograph is in the memory of my mobile and memory of my mind. So that way, people are attracted to beauty and knowledge. Wow, say, wow, this student is very intelligent, and people get attracted to intelligent people. And we see, we get attracted to people who are just having nothing, renunciant. They dare to have nothing, and still people are attracted. Wow, what makes them um, do this thing? So people are attracted to that also. So in this world, there are six opulences which attract people. But we see that not everybody is a renunciant, not everybody has got knowledge, not everybody has got beauty, not everybody has got uh, fame, and not everybody has got all strength, and not everybody has got all wealth. We are saying God is one who has got all wealth, all fame, all strength, all beauty, and all knowledge. We may find people with wealth, but they may not have strength. We may find people with knowledge, but they may not have beauty. Or we may find people with health, wealth, beauty, and everything, but in a moderate scale, not completely. One person with all wealth, all time, all place, is called as God. And because of these opulences, he is attracting everyone. That is the definition of God. Krish, भूवाचक शब्द न च निवृत्ति वाचक तयोर भवे Parabrahma Abhidayate. There's one person who is source of immense bliss and happiness. He is a field from whom all the happiness comes, because he has got all the wealth, all the beauty, all the knowledge, and that person is only one in this world with no second, and he is called Krishna. The word Krishna means all attractive, all attractive. Elizabeth Taylor, very beautiful, well known, very famous actress of her time. George Bernard Shaw, a very intelligent writer of his time. Elizabeth Taylor was infatuated with George Bernard Shaw's writings. She gave a proposal. My dear sir, you are very intelligent and I am very beautiful. And if we come together, our child will be very beautiful and intelligent. George Bernard Shaw said, "Oh, this is a proposal, and if I refuse famous people's proposal, I'll be in trouble." But he was intelligent. He said, "Okay, I will say I have to do something." He was not in favor at this age. Why should I get into all this trouble? Then he said, "Okay," he wrote, "I am very happy with your proposal. I am very intelligent and you're very beautiful. And our child, and when we come together, our child will be beautiful and very intelligent like me, beautiful like you, and intelligent like me. And if God willing, the opposite happens. The child is as intelligent like you and as beautiful like me. What will happen?" So George Bernard Shaw was very intelligent, and the proposal was, very, very, in a very gentle way. She understood, and so the point is, we may be intelligent, but we may not be beautiful. We may be beautiful, but we may not be intelligent. We find that we may don't have all the qualities incomplete, but God is one who is having all these qualities incomplete for all time in all situation, and that is Krishna. Today we have health, and today we have beauty. This health and beauty is given by God for some time. The strength, yes, when we are born as a child, we didn't have strength. Then he gives more strength, and we find at the old age comes the strength is again taken back. But all the strength was with Krishna. All the strength was with wealth was with Krishna, and all the health, beauty is with Krishna, and will be with Krishna. For some time, he gives it to us, but it is always was with him, is with him, and will remain with him. That's why he is God. That's one person, and that is Krishna. Famous, beautiful, knowledge. Wow, everything is with him. We find Krishna when he was in Dwarika, he had 16,108 queens, believe it or not. It's a fact. And each queen, he had a palace as big as city of Mumbai. And in the palace there were many servants, and from each queen he had 10 sons and one daughter, and marvelous beautiful palace in that big palace. Wow. And in the 16,108 palace, every morning Brahmins, the saintly personalities used to come and used to give donation. He did not work hard in a factory to produce money. He had all the wealth, all the time, all the place, all circumstances. Smilingly, he was giving wealth. That is wealth. What to talk of strength? When Krishna was 7 years old, the whole inhabitants of Vrindavan were punished by the rain god Indra. They were about to get completely drowned. Krishna told, "Don't worry." And he lifted a big mountain called as Giri Govardhan with his left hand small finger for 7 days, 7 nights. And believe it or not, Krishna did not eat a lot of almonds, vitamin tablets, or went to gym to do that. He just smilingly, like a elephant lifts a mushroom. A small child lifts a mushroom. He lifted it smilingly and was smiling for the whole 7 days. The world's strongest person, 400 kgs, Olympic gold medalist, and he lifts and lifts and lifts and lifts and lifts for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and after that he starts trembling, and a solid liquid gas comes from all the nine doors, and he throws, and he's declared as the champion. But Krishna was smiling. That is strength. He had strength, he is having strength, and will have strength. And today, whatever strength we have is coming from him. Fame. Krishna was always famous, is famous, and will remain famous. The spiritual world, the creation, three-fourths is the spiritual world, and the population of the spiritual world is unlimited. Even now, if we have an election, who is God, Krishna will come out as the person who will be elected as God. Even if whole of the material world, they say that we don't know Krishna and we don't want to elect him as God, it doesn't matter. When we take the complete analysis and each vote of every living entity, Krishna will come out as, because he was, his fame is be sung in the spiritual world. Material world is like a jail, and we may ask a person who is in Andaman Nicobar for lifetime imprisonment, and we say today the Prime Minister of India is Modi Sahab, and today his mother left the body. He said, "What you mean by Modi? I understand that Prime Minister of India is Jawaharlal Nehru." Arey, you are in Andaman Nicobar. You don't know what is happening outside. That's why you are not understanding that Modi is not the Prime Minister. But just because you don't accept Shriman Modi as the Prime Minister doesn't make any difference to Shriman Modi. Correct? Similarly, people of this material world, even if they don't assume that there is no God or Krishna is not God, doesn't make any difference to Krishna. Krishna was God, is God, and will remain God. He's so famous. So much so that even if he robs or steals butter, he's called a butter thief, and people sing his glories. So much so that even if he runs away from a battlefield, he is glorified as Ranchod. Whereas if anybody in this world even picks a small pocket, he's been beaten and he's got his infamy is defamed. Running away from the battlefield is a shame. But Krishna, even today, is glorified as Ranchod. There's a place where the temple is there. Ranchod ma konche, Dakor ma konche, Raja Ranchod che. He is glorified. That is the fame of Krishna. And today we are famous. That is because the fame is given by Krishna. And the fame, again, Krishna can take it away. Beauty. What to speak of beauty? There are people who are beautiful when they are born, they are baby. Some are beautiful in the youth, some are beautiful in the old age, but nobody is beautiful all the time. But Krishna was beautiful, is beautiful, and remain beautiful. What to speak of his beauty? When Krishna was speaking about Bhagavad Gita in Kurukshetra, he was 125 years, and Arjun was looking like an old man, and Krishna was looking like a 14-year boy who has just entered into his teen and is smiling. Wow. And Krishna never ever looks older than 14 years old. He is the oldest person, but always he looks like the most youngest person. And his beauty is increasing and increasing as time is passing by. That is about his beauty. What to speak of human being, even trees and birds and animals are attracted to Krishna. We may attract a girl, or girl may attract a boy, or today, girl, boy, everybody is attracted to. So, but you cannot attract a tree. But Krishna is so beautiful that deers, trees, they are attracted to him. That is the beauty of Krishna. And knowledge. On Moksha Ekadashi, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita 700 sloks in 40 minutes, and Arjuna was convinced, and he was the again motivated. These are the world's first and the best motivational speech, the most powerful speech. Demotivated Arjuna was motivated, and he was ready to do what Krishna wanted. And to speak Bhagavad Gita, Krishna did not say that, okay, uh, whole night studies, Google search. Mm, okay. Arjuna will ask this question. Okay, I should answer like this. No. He was smiling and speaking Bhagavad Gita. It's just a conversation. And to understand this Bhagavad Gita, 40 years is less. People are still struggling to understand the word. And this Bhagavad Gita is so powerful that it has got answer for all questions in this world. Krishna spoke it smilingly, very systematically, very scientifically. He did not take a special coaching class, or he did not eat some, memory increasing tablets so that he can answer these questions. Just smilingly answered everything. That is knowledge. What to speak of that? Krishna has got knowledge of everything that happened, everything that is happening, and everything that will happen in future. Supercomputer. Wow, that is knowledge. We don't even understand what we ate 4 months ago at this time. Krishna knows everything. Renunciation. What to speak of renunciation? We have a bottle of water and we put it. This is our company, Oxygen or Bisleri or Eka, Fina. But Krishna is giving ocean of water. Never ever there is a label that this is Krishna company. Mountains and deserts and fields. We have a small house and we write Rodriguez Bungalow, Khan Mahal, and Chopra Garh. The whole world belongs to Krishna, and there is no name board. This property belongs to Krishna. Krishna knows this property belongs to me. It was mine, is mine, and will remain mine. People may put board, the board will go, and again it will come back to me. So Krishna is so renunciant. He is not bothered because he knows nobody can take it from me. So Krishna is renunciant. What to speak of that? Krishna loved Vrindavan, Yashoda Maiya, Nanda Maharaj, Gopis, Radharani especially. But because he had to kill Kansa and all the Jarasandha and all the evil people, he left Vrindavan. He wanted to go back to Vrindavan, but he knew that if he again comes back, all the evil people will attack Vrindavan. So he never ever came back. That is renunciation. The day of the Raja Abhishek being enthroned as the king of Ayodhya, Lord Ram was told, you go for 14 years to forest. Lord Ram smilingly left. Today, who can do that? He'll say, my father has gone mad. Come on, there should be a case against him. But that's renunciation. So Whether we talk of beauty, whether we talk of wealth, whether we talk of knowledge, whether we talk of fame or strength or renunciation, Krishna comes as the person. He is God, he was God, he will remain God. Nobody other than him can take his position. Krishna is a person, like we are person. Krishna is eternal, and Krishna is full of knowledge, and Krishna is full of bliss. Is Satchit Ananda Vigra, and we are Satchit and Anand. We are also eternal. We are also with knowledge, and we are also with bliss, but not completely. Krishna is like an ocean, and we are like a drop of ocean. Krishna is like a gold mine, and we are like a particle of gold. If Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead and he is that, why is it that we are not able to pursue him? So let us understand this with the example which we took yesterday also. To perceive something, we require senses. With the eyes, we perceive figure and color. With the ears, we perceive sound. With the nose, we perceive fragrance. With the hand, we perceive feel, touch, hot, cold. And with the tongue, we perceive taste. With these five senses, we cannot perceive Krishna. To perceive Krishna, we require some senses, and that sense is called as intelligence. To pursue soul, we require one sense. And what was that one sense we require to pursue the existence of soul? I am soul, your soul, we are soul, that we discussed yesterday. What is that special organ or uh, uh, that organ by which we can perceive soul, which we discussed yesterday? Yes, any one of you? To perceive that I am soul, your soul, we require one organ. Like to perceive figure and color, we require eyes. To perceive sound, we require ears. And to perceive soul, what do we require? I am Atma, you are Atma, we are all Atma. What is that sense organ we require to pursue that I am soul? Yeah, we, we require mind. And if we have mind, we can pursue I am soul, you are soul. We have mind and we are soul. And we understood that, yeah, mind, if it is purified, then we can pursue the existence of soul. Similarly, to perceive God, Swami Vivekananda told the professor that we require intelligence, and you don't have that intelligence. We have intelligence, that's why we think this is correct, this is wrong. This task of this is correct, this is wrong, yeah, that is called intelligence. This is I should do and this I should not do. This is the job of intelligence. So we are intelligent, and there is God. Then why I am not able to perceive God? That's a question. It means either there is God, I don't have intelligence, or I am intelligent and there is no God. But the fact is, God is there and we are intelligent. Then why are we not able to perceive God? Okay, the same example. There is flower and there is fragrance. I am able to perceive it. Now, again, another day, there is flower with fragrance, but I am not able to perceive. What is the reason? Yes, yeah, the nose is blocked, choked, cold. I am not able to perceive. Apply balm, take medicines. Wow, again, I can experience the fragrance. Similarly, there is God and we are intelligent, but this intelligence is having is having the fever of cold, and it's not able to perceive God. So we have to make the intelligence, apply balm and cure the intelligence. Once the intelligence is sharp, then we can perceive the existence of God. Same example, eyes is there to see beautiful figure and color. Wow, yellow, blue, white, wow, red color we can see. But eyes is there, colors are there, but we are not able to perceive. What is the reason? The reason is the eyes has got cataract. Remove the cataract again. Wow, colors can be seen, figures can be seen. Similarly, God is there, intelligence is there, but we are not able to perceive God. That is because the intelligence has got cataract. Cure the cataract of the intelligence. To remove the cataract of eyes, we require operation. To remove the cold of the nose, we require some balm and medicine. To remove the cold of intelligence, we require knowledge, books like Bhagavad Gita. To remove the cataract of intelligence, we require book like Bhagavad Gita. When we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the cataract of intelligence, the cataract cold of intelligence will go, and we will perceive God everywhere and every place. We will understand He is a person, Sachidananda Vigraha, is Sat, is existing and eternal and blissful, and we will fall in love because He's beautiful, is knowledgeable, and is with all the strength, is famous. To perceive God, we require intelligence. We are intelligent, but the intelligence is contaminated, it has got cold, it's impure. Cataract, remove that by reading Bhagavad Gita. To perceive soul, we require pure mind. To perceive God, we require pure intelligence. And if we get this pure intelligence and pure soul, will fall in love with the source of happiness, will get connected to the source of happiness. No force in this world then can ever make us unhappy. We will experience that kind of happiness which is ever increasing, ever increasing, ever increasing, and it's got no interruption. That kind of happiness we will get if we have our mind purified and intelligence purified. We are connected with the source of happiness, unlimited, ever increasing bliss will be expressing all time, all place, and all circumstances. And we will come to the conclusion, with the conclusion which the German reporter came. He said that there is God and God is Krishna, because he's the supreme enjoyer, he's the supreme controller, and the supreme proprietor. With this, I conclude my talk. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, I hope you all understood. Tomorrow will be another important subject matter. Yes, Krishna is the source of everything. His God is the source of happiness. And I am a soul. We are all soul. And we have to get connected to the source of happiness so that we also experience unlimited, ever increasing, uninterrupted happiness, bliss. And that is a very important topic. And that we will discuss tomorrow so that we will always remain happy and experience ever increasing happiness and make others happy and make our life successful. Hare Krishna. Question and answers. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. And we will call it a day. Hare Krishna.